And then you jam for hours. Boy, I barely made it through that, and there were a couple of mistakes, but that's a song I'm working on. I'd love to work that in with the trio called Slow Boat to China. And there's a million versions, but one of my favorites is Jimmy Rivers and the Cherokees with Vance Terry playing those amazing steel guitar voicings. Hey guys, it's my birthday. I gotta tell you, it is. And so, man, I'm happy about it. I'm feeling good. 16 days, no booze. I'm feeling amazing. I'm gonna keep that going just as long as I can. I just feel so good that I just want to keep it going. So, man, thanks so much for all the just amazing comments on that. You know, opening up and talking about some stuff. That's what this is about, man. This is not about licks and all this bullshit. It's about life. You know, life over licks. Let's just say that. But what was I gonna tell you? Oh, amazing day yesterday and today here in Nashville. The weather's incredible. I basically had the 2 days off, which was very nice. I kind of just did exactly what I wanted to do. You know, eased into the day. I've been making some good smoothies in the morning, which is very nice. I already wore out I've been through 2 NutriBullets. One. I destroyed a NutriBullet. You can't fill them up to the top like I thought you could. I've smoked it, man. It was smoking and smelling. Then I threw it in the garbage and just immediately bought another one. And Amazon had one here the next day. But I'm digging the NutriBullet only because it's so easy to clean and just every day you can do these nice smoothies. That's been helping my digestive system a little bit, which is a nice thing. But man, just a beautiful day. I was texting with Uncle Larry a little bit yesterday. We're going to play the gig here in a minute, so this won't be a long video. But there are a couple things to go over. Just, man, we're looking so forward to coming to Chicago. We're driving up, which is going to be a super fun road trip. A couple big SUVs, and we're taking the whole crew up. We'll get some laughs in for sure. And so we're looking forward to that. That's February 7th and 8th. And then, but man, yesterday I was texting with Uncle Larry. He knows I'm looking for a good acoustic. And so he said, man, why don't we meet at Gruen's tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, be in the meeting this morning. And so got up, you know, got some coffee. I've been also drinking decaf coffee for the first time in my life, and I'm loving it. I can't really tell the difference. The last thing I need is to be more amped up. I've never done cocaine in my life. You know, all my friends are like, man, you're lying. I'm like, no, I never have. I've never done it. That's the last thing I need is to keep going up. I need to chill, man. That's my thing. So I started drinking decaffeinated cappuccinos. Guess what? I haven't skipped a beat, man. I love it. And so got a little coffee, went over to Gruen's and hung with Uncle Larry for a while. I think he did a video, which you'll see on this channel, but no extra charge for mistakes. But he goes, man, I think there's a guitar over there that you'd really dig. And we got over there, and it was a 1943 Martin D28 herringbone. And it was a 6-figure guitar, right at $100,000. And I'm like, man, you know, I would probably have to buy 10 guitars for $100,000. As guitar poor as I am. And so I was like, man, this is an awesome guitar, but I just can't swing. I like to keep my liquid cash intact. And I was like, man, I can't swing $100,000 on a guitar, just one guitar, you know. So I'd like to eventually build up my stash a little bit this year, you know, but that was a little crazy. But Book's right, man. I mean, it's, you know, you only live once, and those guitars they're amazing. And if they inspire some great music, I think, you know, you should get them, you know. And what I always say about a guitar like that is, even if you just go play that guitar, that's gonna hone your skills in for picking out a great guitar that's not $100,000 or that's not $50,000 or whatever. So it's good to go play those guitars even if you can't afford them right now. So this is this Collings thing, and it's okay. It's getting a little bit better. It's still not a vintage guitar, but it's not bad. You know, it sounds okay. But I was going to show you, man, I don't have a whole lot of time. I was going to tell you a story about how I met my best friend, whose birthday is also in February. We're a week apart, and I met him in like the fifth or sixth grade. And we call him Boom Boom. He played drums in the first band I had on the Gulf Coast, that we had on the Gulf Coast. I hate when people say my drummer or my bass player or my band. It's like, man, it's us. It's not me or it's we. And so, man, I was going to tell you that story. I'll have to do it another time because it's getting a little late. We got to go to the gig. We're having a big party tonight at the Underdog. I've got Wig Walker, Jeff Coffin, Sam Bush possibly, Jimmy Hall possibly. They're both coming in from out of town, so I'm not sure they're going to make it. John Oates is going to come play some songs with us. Uncle Larry, Jed, Nick Goverick, Jimmy Wallace, Charles Treadway on the organ. It's going to be a hell of a night. Who else we got? There's a couple other guests, Jack Rouge and all these guys. We're just going to throw down, man, and have a great time. Got a bunch of friends coming out. I said 46 and still playing some licks. So, of course, that's a joke, but we made some little flyers up and stuff. We're going to have fun. We just want to have fun with this stuff, man. And man, my anxiety is like gone. It's amazing what the booze does on a consistent basis for that, man. I feel so good. I've been exercising and you know, doing some breathing exercises and all getting back to my hippie roots, you know, I guess. Hell, I don't know. But it works. And so what you have to do is whatever it takes is what you have to do. I love this chord. Watch this. Uncle Larry was showing me some cool chords today. I think he was doing this. What was he doing? There was a that was not right. That's not right. That was the second chord. I'm butchering this, of course, but man, I'm fucking this up so bad it's not even funny. This is embarrassing. It was a chord that I'm not familiar with. It was like a D with an F sharp, but it was still a kind of an F sharp minor. But it was a voicing that I'm not familiar with, and I'm absolutely butchering it. I'm gonna have to get him to show it to me tonight again. But it was a real cool change between the voicing of the F sharp minor and the E6 chord. Man, he's a Jedi. I told him today. I said, man, it just doesn't get any better, man. That guy knows more guitar stuff, and it's partly because he's worked out so much keyboard stuff, and that's not an excuse. I'm just saying his ear it's next level, man. The guy is a freak. I mean, he's just the best, and we love him so much, and he's also the guy you want to hang out with all the time. But I'll get back to you on that chord change, man. But anyway, so I was going to show you this. I love this little change. It's just and he was talking about this the other day, but it's just an E minor with the 2 in it. So an E minor 9. But now watch A. So that's open, 4th fret D string, open G string, 2nd fret B string, open E string. Now I don't know what that chord's called. Please tell me. You hear that? I can tell the difference between that side of the pick and this side of the pick. This is a Fender Heavy, and as soon as it gets one little scratch on it, I can tell that the tone is not pure. Hear that? That sucks. That's a medium pick. Here's a heavy. No scratches. You hear that? Great G chord right here. So G, X on the A, open D, 2nd fret G string, open B string. Watch E minor. There's a Mark O'Connor guitar solo on a song called Slopes that's on Strength in Numbers, Telluride Sessions record. If you want to hear some amazing playing, get that record. Also, I was walking today and I heard I had Wes Montgomery Pandora Radio on and some killer Howard Roberts, Jim Hall, Joe Pass, Wes Montgomery, Tal Farlow. Man, those guys in their prime. God, the tones and the playing is so good. I'm kind of a jazz guy. I don't know any jazz, but I really love it, listening to it. Also, I got to tell you this, and I'm going to put a clip at the end of this video. I know this is kind of just a random, hey, it's my birthday, and I wanted to do a video on my birthday. So thanks for bearing with me on that, guys. But I'm going to put a video at the end of this that me and Brett Papa did at his house just real quick for a promotional thing. We got a course coming out in a couple weeks, and guys, it's going to be a good one. I'm not just, well, I am trying to sell the courses, but I'm not trying to give you a sales pitch. Let's just put it that way. But man, we've been working on this one for a while. I love Brett to death. His integrity is amazing. He just doesn't have everybody on the planet coming and working with him. He's got a high bar, man, and I'm lucky to be a part of it. But our course is going to be really good. And so please check that out. Of course, I'll be plastering that all over everything. But hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with me on my birthday. I'm feeling good. Love you guys. Thanks for all the positive support. Let's help block that guy on YouTube that's slandering Uncle Larry, Tom Bukovac. Tom doesn't deserve that, and the guy's wrong. He's out of his mind, and he needs to be stopped. I actually know the girl that runs YouTube Music, and I reached out to her on Sunday. I'm friends with her, and she loves Nashville, so we hang out when she comes here. And you know, I'm doing a little guitar lesson with her dad, and she's just a great person. I reached out to her. I said, look, what can we do to stop this guy? He's an asshole. Okay, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you. I hope you got something from that. I'm not really teaching a whole lot on this. I just wanted to check in. Thanks a bunch. Here's another thing you can do with these, with the minor pentatonic and the scales. Anything you do with one note, do with two notes. Try to get into that. All right, guys, thanks a bunch. We'll see you in a couple days. Cheers. I'm going to put some highlights up from the party, of course. Thanks, guys. See ya. All right, Brett, what have you been up to lately?
This.
So I think we can officially say that we have just wrapped up this course, right?
Yes, and I am super pumped how it turned out.
I am too, man.
It's massive. It's super educational, and the best part is it's like super inspiring. Like when you would leave, I was like, God, I gotta work that out.
Oh man, well, like I said a minute ago, nobody will learn more from this course than me. And so, man, I just want to tell you, I mean, you know, we've been friends for a long time, and we've worked on some various projects and stuff, but this is the big one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Man, I'm proud to be a part of it.
Oh man, I'm just honored you wanted to do it.
And what are we calling it?
It's Concepts That Changed My Life on Guitar. And I think that's a perfect title.
Yeah.
But, you know, Guthrie's, you know, as you all know, is a scary good guitar player. But the great thing about him is he's a really good teacher.
Oh,
you know,
thanks.
so making the really impossible seem feasible, he does a really good job on giving you the stepping stones to get to at least even understanding what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is not an easy thing to convey for people.
Well, thanks. And, you know, coming from a very uneducated place, musically and you know, and academically speaking, man, it's it's really the fundamentals on the fingerboard, the chords and stuff that I always talk about, and having a good ear, and that's really what it takes, you know. And so I try to kind of show some of these things in this course, the things that really did change my life when I was younger, and that's really looking at the chord shapes and the things that I talk about. I'll never waver from those concepts because I know how powerful they are.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to. I mean, seriously, you really did a great job on covering fundamentals, you know, everything from cage to, you know, arpeggios to all that stuff. But the thing that I like the best is how you start showing people how to develop your ear, and then the timing and the phrasing and all those other things that, you know, there's a million guitar courses out there where it's like he learns licks or whatever, but this is like, these are tools to create. And I think that's a big difference. And I think that anybody that sees this can walk away knowing like, okay, I have a lot I can work with to improvise or whatever it is you want to do on guitar.
Yeah, I hope so, and I think you guys are going to get a lot out of it. And man, I'm really excited, and we can't wait for you guys to see it. And we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Woohoo! Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, man. All right. Cheers.